Glad to have you with us from Orlando, Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the ACC, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Oregon Ducks offense takes the field. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been... in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy get it.
One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things to... start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Just feeds the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
The give to the fullback. The Ducks get enough for the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. The Ducks get enough to move the chains.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? And I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Run it with the fullback. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So West Virginia's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Scanning the field, it's Wilkins. Flips it out to the back. And the ball's loose in the backfield. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
The hand to the running back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully, get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they've got the lead. They can make it a two-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So just a short drive was needed, covering 21 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. West Virginia ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Red pass, it's complete. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Offense gets set for second down. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not... exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Here comes the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. The offense starts with a short field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Got a lot of room to the right.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Makes the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast. It always starts with the ground.
Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much...
Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Using his legs, it's Dalton. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Right, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Escapes trouble. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. On second down, just keeps firing. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, give on the inside. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Grab near the marker. It's Dalton. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. It's good. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Phyllis, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Finds his big tight end. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And fires the pass, intercepted.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Throwing right. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. The 30. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, West Virginia. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Now on the option. Now the toss. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Leaves it with the running back. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different times.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, going up top. On target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They try to pop a run on the draw. They could have used a little bit more there and pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Potts. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And how about this play by the offense? 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. 1st down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. At midfield, he's got room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Well, it's a long gain on the jet sweep. How good is he in the open field, guys? Making guys miss. He's allowing his blocks to set.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the defense has it there going the other way. He's running free down the middle. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he drops the throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Good right down the boulevard. And here in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Might as well give it to him again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. The option look. He'll toss it. Fakes his man out. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The Ducks are on the move. Running behind that left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Give to the big fullback. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
The pitch. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. The Ducks look to do some damage in the red zone. The give to the fullback. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the option. He'll toss it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He's piled up 97 yards rushing in this one, and he is well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. Touchdown, Oregon! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing off.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To throw, it's Wilkins. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line. When you're trailing, you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. How in the world did that happen? Biggest disaster since the Fire Festival or the Chevy Chase show. A defensive touchdown, and we're a point away from a tie. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board. And he can't get it away. The sack, keeping this offense from taking the lead. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership.